everybody, this is Thomas Andre, of course, for the PPC in Whitby. Beautiful Sunday afternoon. Just taking advantage of this great weather, this nice summer evening. Taking a stroll in the neighborhood and kind of thinking of the events over the past couple weeks, months and years. Taking a look at where Canada stands, how we got here and why, and how Justin Trudeau got Canada to where it is right now. And all I can say is that we're falling deeper and deeper into a socialist utopian authoritarian system. You know, last week, Bill C-18, the passing of Bill C-18 is just another prime example of how Justin Trudeau wants and loves to control Canadians. Just another layer upon Bill C-11, which is another bill that is there to control the free flow of news and information on the internet, where government will dictate what is right and what is wrong, what we can and cannot watch, see, and read. What is that if not a communist and socialist Marxist way of thinking that government knows better? It's unbelievable that there hasn't been any pushback on this. Only the PPC is speaking up. But if we look at other things such as gender ideology, well, PPC has brought that issue up. Gender ideology, why is that being pushed? Or critical race theory, why is that being pushed in schools onto kids, vulnerable kids, children who have absolutely no idea? And if a parent talks about it and dares question the merit of teaching these things to young kids, Justin Trudeau then turns around and says, well, these parents are ultra right wing, and how dare they question anything that the school teaches? There's nothing to be concerned about. Government knows best. Well, we know that government knows best in the sense of how to corrupt children, how to corrupt young minds and abuse children. Let's put it that way. Abuse children, because this is mental abuse that we are dealing with as being forced upon to children, being proponed onto children. Marxist ideology is exactly that. Control the child from day one, control the schools, infiltrate the schools, and have the ideology propaganda taught to these children from day one. Why does a child need to be taught critical race theory, gender ideology? Why can't we not just deal with ABCs and 1, 2, 3s? Meanwhile, children don't know how to write cursively. They don't know the times tables. They don't know how to spell. Basic skills they don't know, learn, or acquire at schools anymore. But let's look further. Let's take a look at gun control. Instead of dealing with the root cause and the problem that is gangs and illegal gang activity, illegal criminal activity, no, let's go after legal gun owners. Illegal criminal activity of gangs purchasing illegal firearms from wherever. No, let's not tackle the gangs and gang violence. Let's deal with easy take off the shelf solution. It's the gun owners. We know that will not be a solution. The police say so as well. That's not the solution. They need better resources, more resources, and need the political will from Ottawa and all the provinces to tackle gangs and gang violence. We need tougher laws, less lenient bail. We need to go after the root cause. But that takes will, that takes strength, that takes courage. And unfortunately, I kind of think that maybe politicians don't want the will or the courage to do certain things because it would have consequences on them, but that's besides the point, because that shows that these politicians in Ottawa, let that be Conservative or Liberal or NDP, are only there for themselves and not for the average Canadian, not for Canadians. And that's the ultimate truth. And we can go through all the issues. Let's look at the economy. Let's look at inflation. Let's look at money printing. Let's look at all these things, and we will see that all the policies initiated, implemented by the NDP Liberal or Liberal NDP government are there not for Canadians but for themselves, are there not to bring us out of debt or poverty, but to push us down even further. What kind of system is that, where the government decides that a number of Canadians can't afford basic food, so they're going to print more money, which is due to inflation. So they're going to print more money, which causes more inflation, and give that devaluated money to the poor people so they can purchase less, and then make it even, and in the long run, make food more expensive, make purchasing power of that dollar even less. Insanity. This is Canada today. Extreme control, extreme violence, where people are killed on the street, knifed in the street, shot in the street in broad daylight, where we have politicians virtue signaling, yet at the same time causing the problems that they're virtue signaling. The list goes on. This is complete insanity. The only one party, and one party who has spoken up in all these subjects and more, is the PPC. The PPC is the only one that dares speak these topics and to these topics, because everybody else is too scared. Everybody else is afraid of their vote. Everybody else is scared of their popularity. I'm not in it for my popularity. I really am not. I'm there for the truth. And yes, the truth sometimes is not popular. Most of the time it's not popular. I'm sorry. But there's no way of sugarcoating it anymore, and we shouldn't be sugarcoating it. We need to talk and speak the truth finally, frankly, as adults, mano a mano, one-on-one at any time. I invite anybody who wants to speak to me, speak with me about any topic. I'm open to it. You can get me on Facebook. You can call me. You can find my website at ppcwhitby.com. You can do all those things. I will not back down, and I will continue speaking the truth. Truth is not always pretty. Truth doesn't always feel good. And especially not going to feel good now, because with time, eventually, everybody's going to realize that they've been lied to by Trudeau, and lied to over the past 50 years, starting with Trudeau Sr. We need a new way of thinking, a new way of doing politics. And as crazy as it sounds, the new way of doing politics is telling the truth and saying it as it is. No holds barred. No more being PC about everything. I'm not saying purposely hurt somebody, but telling the truth. And if that hurts, I am sorry. But the truth must be told. And we are going to be saying the truth bit by bit, day by day, hour by hour. Because the truth must come out, because the truth will set you free. And that's the only way we're going to get Canada back to where it used to be, and hopefully even better, the Canada that everybody respected and envied. Because right now, unfortunately on the world stage, we are nothing but a laughingstock, and we are a joke to most. Become part of the PPC, become part of the People's Party of Canada, support Maxime Bernier, and support me, so I can get, and we all can get the message, the clear message and the truth to Ottawa. And if you want to talk to me, you can find me on my Facebook, PPC for Whitby, on my webpage, ppcwhitby.com. And we can talk one-on-one, or in a group, or have a rally, whatever you want. I'm always there for you. Think of those things. Have a great Sunday afternoon and enjoy the summer. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.